Left behind on the moon, the astronaut prepares to end his life, and after taking one last look at the Earth, the man prepares to press the buttons on his spacesuit and meet his death. It turns out that the astronauts received an emergency evacuation because the meteorite debris had already entered orbit, and the man didn't realize it because he was wearing a headset, and by the time he realized it, it was already too late. However, the man did not give up. He drove the lunar rover continuously towards the rocket to run over one crater after another, unexpectedly when he crossed the last crater, but was surprised to find that this is a huge basin the man so tragically even with the vehicle fell into. At this time, the rocket is ready to ignite, and when the man struggles to get up from the basin but can only look at the image of the rocket lifting off in despair, wondering why his teammates couldn't even notice that there was a man missing. Yet coincidentally, two of his neighboring teammates had fallen on their pillows, both with their necks tilted to the other side. But the next second, he witnessed a meteorite hit the Earth. The blue planet turned into a sea of fire. The end came. In desperation, he accepts the reality. The Earth is destroyed, and he becomes the only survivor in the universe. Luckily, the moon base is well stocked with enough supplies for him to die alone. The man accidentally found that inside the warehouse of the moon base, there was actually lying a beautifully shaped rabbit girl, which made him so happy that he slowly walked up and turned his head to see that it was actually a muscular kangaroo. Nana slap in front of the kangaroo hit a shivering, but the kangaroo ruthless foot directly to the man kicked several meters away. Despite this, the man was not knocked down. He picked up a side of the Gatling. The kangaroo wildly swept chaotic shooting. The scene was chaotic. In this kind of war of life and death, the man and a rat gradually produced some kind of understanding. After all, in the inhospitable moon, they are the only remaining two life forms. In order to survive, they decided to temporarily truce and work together to find a way to return to Earth. The men intend to go to the first human base on the moon, the everlasting lake base, where there is a prototype of the hammer of the universe, which can serve as a key prop for them to escape from the moon. After a great deal of hard work, the men finally arrive at the base of the everlasting lake and succeed in finding the hammer of the universe. However, the cold and darkness of the moon eventually made the lunar rover run out of power, and they were forced to stop at a place only 55 kilometers away from the base. He suddenly found kangaroos like cats chasing after moving points of light. Inspired by the man's sudden idea, he took down the door of the lunar rover and used various parts to put together a scooter, and this time, he really wanted to fly. On this barren moon, this scooter became their last hope, and one man and one rat bravely marched forward towards the direction of life.